All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeremy. Um, I appreciate everybody that's maybe joined this. You know, it's gonna be a bit rugged. It's my first YouTube video, but it's probably the first of many. Gonna be manifesting good things with this channel, man. Got good plans for this channel. Big dreams for this channel. Let's go, man. So yeah, my name is Mkondeleli Jeremy. You know, those are my two names from South Africa. And like I said, I appreciate everybody that's joining this uh this video right here. I just wanna set up a channel where you know basically everybody can be themselves. Hence the yeah, this head. Hence the try and get my finger right. The angle. Okay there. Hence the slogan undemanding. Yeah, man. I just wanted to create something where I can be open, I can be free, man. A lot of things happened this year, man. Like, met a lot of good people, did a lot of things, and so many people say that I've changed. I believe it's for the best, like, cause you don't go out, meet the people I've met, meet the connections I've made, had the perspectives of life that I've had from different people that I've encountered, and just stay the same, man. Like, I just saw it within myself that like there's certain things I have to change about my persona, my demeanor, and trust me, there's still a lot to change. It's a process. Keep improving, keep changing. I'm not saying you should change for the worse, but keep improving, keep changing. You know, keep evolving, keep trying to better yourself every single day. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I had a lot of things. I had a confrontation with my ego this year. You know, it's a lot of dark things that I've learned about myself that I was blinded by seeing because of my ego. Like there's so many things, and yeah, man. One of the coolest things that I've actually learned from this year is that everything is energy, everything is frequency, man. I know people might be going like, here we go again with this mumbo jumbo stuff, but hey, man, believe me, this stuff is real. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world, man. Think about it. Everything around us is vibrating at a certain type of frequency or energy. I mean, that's why we either resonate or we don't resonate with something. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys resonate with this channel. You know. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the topic for today. Let me try and pull up the slide, and then we just go through it step by step. And yeah, so just bear with me right now. Just gonna try and you know do the stuff. Okay, so there we go. Okay, I don't know why, but my video is not really playing, so let me just do this real quick. Add myself on the slide so you guys can see me. you know um okay, perfect. Let me just oops let me resize real quick. um and we are in, baby. We just reposition the logo here. It's a bit weird looking. Okay, slide number one. Let's go on to slide number one. There we go. Everything around us is frequency and energy. So yeah, like I said with the slide, we're just gonna discover how the world is made up of frequency and energy, and how these two concepts affect our daily lives, in ways that you might not even realize. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, but it's fun. It's fun to learn to understand all these concepts and everything, because it then makes you a better person. It then helps you to approach certain things in life in ways that other people would deem unorthodox, or dare I say crazy. Or yeah. So yeah, slide number 2. Here we go. What are frequency and energy? Okay. Frequency. In physics, frequency is the number of wavelengths of a wave that pass a point in a second. It's measured in hertz and can describe everything from radio waves to sound waves. So, like a lot of people, when we talk about stuff like everything is frequency and energy, they tend to think it's just spiritual stuff with no scientific backing or something like that, which is totally wrong. You know, there's a lot of science behind this. I'm not saying this ain't spiritual, but trust me, there's a lot of science in this. And who's to say that science is not spiritual? I mean, to me, I think science is like everything that has been proven, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like science basically attests to the testing of something and the sort of approval of something as a fact. That's what science is to me, at least. Might be wrong, but that's how I see science. So yeah, certain things haven't been proven yet. That's why they're not considered science and considered spiritual. But in due time, hopefully in our lifetimes, probably not, but hopefully in our lifetimes they'll be proven. You know. So yeah, let me just. My screen is getting away with the text. Let me just deal with that real quick. Um, pull that over here. Perfect. Okay, so energy. Energy refers to a capacity of physical systems to perform work such as causing movement to or heat. It's often measured in joules or watts. So frequency is measured in hertz, and energy is measured in joules or watts. So okay, let's go on to slide number 3 now. Okay, so going back to the types of frequency and energy around us. There's sound waves, there's electromagnetic radiation, and there are light waves. You get what I'm saying? So sound waves. This one is the one that really affects a lot of people, because I mean, a lot of people, operate on music. Like they listen to a lot of music. We use our hearing, like whether we want to or not, we are exposed to certain sounds throughout the day. You know what I mean? So this one is really important to me, and hopefully to you guys, to understand how important sound waves can affect you, because it is a frequency, and that's what frequencies do. So sound waves are all around us, from music to bird chirps. Frequencies exist that are both audible and inaudible to the human ear. Okay, yeah, that's very important. You guys need to understand that there's a certain calibration. There's a certain way that our ears are calibrated, to the point where there's certain sounds that they tend to not even be able to hear. Same with our eyes. Our eyes are not really calibrated to see every possible color in the color spectrum. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's a lot of people that would, maybe after they do stuff like you know certain types of drugs, like shrooms and all that kind of stuff, and then they tend to see more colors than the average human being. At least that's what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, there's definitely things that are sort of, there's a cap that our senses are able to meet, and there's certain things that you have to do to break through that barrier. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you could meditate more. you know, stuff like that, So yeah, carrying on, there's also electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation such as radio waves, microwaves, X-rays are present in our daily lives and used in technologies like Wi-Fi and medical scanners. Speaking of which, microwaves are not really that good. I don't really advise, you know, using microwaves every day, but hopefully that's a topic for another video for another day, you know. There's also light waves, the different colors of the visible light spectrum, as well as infrared, ultraviolet light are all forms of electromagnetic radiation and can carry different frequencies and energy. Okay, let's go on to slide number 4. Okay, I have to look for it. Okay, there we go. Slide number 4. Frequency and energy in everyday life. Okay, number 1, we have TV and radio. Okay, so you guys do know that these satellites, right? Like there's satellites up there and they emit and receive certain types of frequencies from televisions and radios so that they can like see reach certain areas, or so you can actually get the information, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like our that's why like sometimes you have to like tune a radio so that it fits that particular station that you want to tune into. So yeah, also carrying on with this, I think this would be a perfect time to point this out in case I forget. But when it comes to frequency and energy, it's very important for you to tune yourself to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta always try to tune yourself, try to be in the same vibrational spectrum as whatever it is that you want to attract in your life. So let's say you want to attract wealth, you want to attract health, you want to attract you know confidence. So you can begin with affirmations. Affirmations are very powerful, guys. Affirmations are very they're very sneaky, if you know what I mean. And by sneaky I mean you will keep doing them, right, and then you think nothing is happening, and then one day you just look around and you're like, damn, I manifested whatever it is that I was affirming to myself all this time. You know what I mean? So yeah, affirmations, guys, very important. Let me just leave it at that for now. But yeah, affirmations, I really recommend you guys to get on the affirmation train. Just start, if you wanna, whatever it is that you wanna do, just affirm yourself. Tell yourself you are that thing. Tell yourself you have whatever it is, and in due time, trust me, it will come to you. Divine timing, guys. Divine timing is perfect timing. Sometimes we think that we want things in such a rush to the point where um yeah, like we shouldn't try to rush things. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Let me not go off on a tangent here, but trust me, everything will come in the right time. Just stay consistent. Stay consistent. Let me say that one more time. Stay consistent, no matter how hard it is. Okay. So, number 2, electricity and power. Frequencies and energy are also closely related to the transmission and distribution of electricity and power. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Physics. Physics is all about frequency and energy. Science. So also, in the modern day, we have a lot of wireless communication. So I'm actually shocked why a lot of people aren't really invested in this type of topics of vibration and frequency, because our whole society is almost ran by wireless connectivity. So why not take time to sort of try and understand what it is we're being exposed to, what it is we're dealing with here. You see, always try and assess things. Okay. So with more devices going wirelessly, the use of frequency and energy is increasingly important for communication between devices. Yeah, I agree with that. So let's move on to the next slide, which is slide number 5. Perfect. Now, the relationship between frequency and energy. Okay, let's start with resonance. So resonance occurs when objects vibrate at the same frequency, transferring between them. Okay, so this is resonance basically. When two let me just say objects or things are in the same vibration, that's what that's what we call resonance, right? So what I was talking about earlier on about affirmations is basically you trying to resonate with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in your life. Okay, so amplification is when a system or object is able to increase the energy of a wave at the same frequency. Okay, so this is basically amplifying what's already there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on to conversion. Conversion happens when energy is transferred from one frequency to another. Okay, um such as electricity when it's converted into heat and a light bulb. Yeah, so heat is a very good one. Let's say you just came out from outside and it was pretty cold. You come inside, right? And then somebody who's been in the house the whole day, let's just say, maybe that day was a cold day, maybe they give you a hug or they touch you. You can almost you wanna stay close to that because you can almost feel the heat leaving their body and coming into you because you are at such a low temperature and they are at such a high temperature to the point where, yeah, like you can feel the heat transferring from them to you. And that over time, this is wow, this is i just had a I just had a thing happen in my head right now. It just made me think. This makes me think. That's why whenever you're trying to, elevate in terms of your frequency and energy, there'll always be people who are trying to latch onto that energy, trying to steal that energy from you, trying to steal that heat from you. You know what I'm saying? You need to be careful of those kind of people. Be careful, guys. Like there are people like that, and sometimes it's crazy. They don't even know they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like they feed off other people's energy, and they might not even be aware. The ones that scared me though are the ones that are aware. Those ones are, yeah, nah. But that's something else. But anyways, yeah. So heat. So you see, this heat from this person who's been indoors can be transferred to you over time, and you can become warmer basically. So yeah, that's another thing there. This is actually going good. For my first video, man, I don't think this is that bad. But anyways, why is it important to understand frequency and energy? So number one, health implications. Some frequencies and energy levels can have negative effects on human health, so understanding them is crucial for minimizing risks. Yeah, you see, that's what I was talking about, the microwaves earlier on. There's certain radio waves that are being charged into your food, that are being emitted into your food, and then you ingest that, and then when you ingest that, that's when everything in your body just becomes all jacked up because now you have this radio wave that's causing all this destruction in your body. It is basically destroying all the harmony that's there. It's not natural. Just think about it, guys. Putting something in a microwave and then it comes out hot. Is that natural to you? That's not natural. That ain't natural. Okay, just you're better off just heating it on the stove. Okay, so yeah, guys, you need to be careful of such things because they can have an effect such as incurable, diseases and stuff like that. So technological advancements. So with the increasing reliance on technology in our daily lives, understanding frequency and energy can help improve technological advancements. So we just recently upgraded from 4G to 5G, and that wouldn't have been possible if the people who are creating these wireless connections didn't have an idea of how frequency and energy works. You know what I'm saying? So understanding this stuff can better us, can better us as a society, better our technology, better our ease of connection. You know what I'm saying? So scientific breakthroughs, yeah. So many scientific fields of study frequency and energy unlock new discoveries and breakthroughs. Yeah, this one is true because it's like even back in the past, there's been people who have been silenced because they've made great scientific breakthroughs, like they found ways to cure diseases through just vibration, like exposing somebody to certain vibrations. I don't remember who I was reading or watching a video on about, but then this doctor started treating his patients. I forgot the illness or affliction they had, but then he started removing them off the orthodox methods, and he just literally told them to sit down every 10 minutes every day and just chant the word Om for 10 minutes just to meditate. And the results were phenomenal. The results were positive. And, I'm sure that doctor had some sort of knowledge about, resonating with a certain type of frequency that can help, with any sort of disease. That's why meditation and this sort of stuff is very important, guys. So yeah. Slide number 7. Perfect. Applications of frequency and energy. So media applications. Frequency and energy are used in a variety of technologic technologies, including ultrasounds and MRIs. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how these doctors do it. They use it. And also environmental monitoring. Frequency can be used for environmental monitoring, such as tracking air pollution and detecting earthquakes. You know, preventing mass deaths. Just by reading off frequency. Imagine, can you just imagine that? Just think about that. Isn't that crazy? Imagine how you could use this for your own life. How you could use this to prevent certain things. I'm not saying you want to be able to, you know, stop earthquakes or whatever, but to stop certain things or to avoid certain things, there's people who are actually more in tune with this type of energy. I don't know how this works, but it's like they're born more in tune with it, where they're more intuitive, and it's like they just get a sick feeling, like maybe they want to go somewhere, then they're like, nah, you know what, I don't feel like going today. And then like later on that day, after they don't go wherever they were planning on going, something tragic happens there. So like, it's like it's frequency, man. It's frequency. It's all frequency, Joe. So just try and tap into that. Try and tap into that, and you'll be able to prevent a lot of things. It'll be like you are able to foresee the future, basically. I'm gonna get a bit nerdy here and talk about Star Wars. I don't know if you guys know Star Wars or anything, but there's this thing called the Force, right? And the Force is basically an energy that the Jedi can tap into. And if you're skilled enough, you can actually see parts of the future because you are so in tune with it. So the Force is basically like a frequency, and these Jedi's they kind of get in tune with that. So I don't know. I went off on a bit of a tangent there, but yeah, it works like that also with us, to a certain extent. Just try and get in tune with this energy, by meditating, practicing mindfulness, practicing breathing techniques, and you'll see it'll be like you becoming more and more intuitive. So yeah, it's also be so carrying on, frequency and energy also gets used in military and defense. So frequency and energy are utilized in military and defense technologies such as radar and missile guidance systems. True. Even sonar. Well, I don't know why I didn't put it in here, but sonar, like submarines use a lot of sonar. So yeah, that's it, man. Like imagine you can literally make off images or make out the position of something through just frequency, just being tapping into a certain level of frequency. You can literally get the vibe of the space. That's why there's also a lot of people that can just, have you ever had that feeling where you go into a certain environment and the vibe is just not right for you? You know, you need to ask yourself why. Where do these things come from? It's energy, it's frequency. You know, there's a certain type of frequency that's there that's not really resonating with you. It could even be the opposite, where you just meet someone or go to a certain place and you just feel in tune with that person or environment. You know, I like the term they used here, missile guidance systems. You know, because yeah, this is basically a system that we can use to guide ourselves into favorable conditions. So moving on, I think this is our last slide. So in conclusion, and takeaways, frequency and energy are everywhere. You know, from the air around us to technologies we use, frequency and energy are present and interrelated in many aspects of life. So whether you like it or not, this is a part of our life. And you'd be better off, knowing about this and using it to your advantage. There's a lot of higher up people, like there's a lot of elite people that have this knowledge, and they're trying to not have this knowledge widespread, because they just want to keep things to themselves, yeah. So understanding frequency and energy is important. Like I said, frequency and energy play significant roles in fields such as medicine, environmental monitoring, national security, and should be understood for advancements in these fields. You know, I say again, also in your life, this can be used. Continued research and energy into frequency and research and energy is needed. There is still much to study and learn when it comes to frequency and energy, and continued research can lead to new discoveries and advancements in technology and science. Like I said, science deals with the now, but there's certain things that no matter how crazy they sound, trust me, they do exist. And just because science hasn't caught up yet doesn't mean that they don't exist. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys, just be aware of such things. You know, take care of yourself, guys. You know, hopefully, I'll be hearing from you guys on the comments. I appreciate your time. You know, this video probably didn't just get to you randomly, man. You probably attracted this. I'm telling you, bro. Frequency, bro. It's all frequency. I'm telling you now, bro. If you're seeing this video right now, you're probably in the same wavelength as some of these concepts that I'm discussing here. And I just want to say, man, I'm happy for you, man. There's probably going to be more life for you. And peace and love, man. Peace and love. Let's keep going, bro. Let's keep going, man. Whoever you are, man, you're worth it, man. You are loved. You are appreciated by the energy around you, probably by the people around you. And see you guys in the next one, maybe. Appreciate it.